Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday afternoon call. It's the last Wednesday of the month. It's June 26th, July 4th coming up next week. And today we're going to have a special informational call. Joel is going to give us information on using the Zoom, which is a great time since it seems like things just changed right now anyway, and how he became a rising star, which is awesome. Congratulations, Joel. And take it away now.
All right, just 1 second there. I just gotta get my attendance. Wait 1 minute. All right, perfect. Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Rising Star. So what is Rising Star? So in Velovita, for those of you that are in Velovita, and hopefully you all are, there's different levels you can get, and obviously, well, not obvious, but the first thing that you need to accomplish when you get in is a associate. Now, in United States, to become an associate, you need to have 3 customers and a member. I believe is that correct, Donna?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Yep.
So now
One on each side. One on each side plus one.
One on each. Okay. Now, because I'm in, so this is Canadians don't normally get many pluses in this business, at least because a lot of stuff is American is U.S. But this is a one plus I get. I don't have to have customers in order to be associate. So I'm like, woohoo! All right. So in any case, but I do have a personal on my left, and then I'm building my right. But then as well, what is also happening is every time there's one of those promotions where you get a phantom volume, I always jump in and I'll try to get that, because that then goes on your a weaker side. And by adding the phantom volume onto your weaker side, that means then you only need to build one side, and each time your weaker's at 200 and your is I believe it's 200 BV and your right is at 400 BV, that's considered a cycle. And cycles are what earn you the money. And so the more cycles you have in a week, the more you'll earn. And then that's also how you move up in the start of promotions in Velovita. So after becoming associate, you is then a rising star, which is what I have accomplished. Was what I accomplished early end of May, and the way that I got that is once again by just building building my team, getting as many of my team members into Velovita as possible, and then having them take advantage of the various promotions, because that is one thing Velovita has, which is great, is that they always have some kind of a promotion going on, which is going to help build your legs, and as well as your team, as well as your pocketbook is going to be a little lighter, because quite often a lot of their promotions, they're giving you something either at a lower price, or giving you, for example, recently when you bought, I think it was when you bought 3 products, you got some of the sprays. Okay. And I mean, I absolutely took advantage of that, and I love this brain, light brain, or the spray I have with me in my pocket all the time. If I need a boost of energy, I'll just give myself 2 squirts and I'm good to go for a while. But the way that I actually got to the Rising Star, like I said, is I had my students take advantage of the ambassador plus promotion, as well as one of them did the ambassador promotion. And then my other students were just doing their regular purchasing, and then I just encouraged them to do it in the week that the promotion was on, and then by doing that, now I was doing that not even thinking about getting the Rising Star. I was just doing it to build my team, and then I the next week I saw congratulations. I should know what actually happened is I logged into my Velovita, and for anyone who logs in the Velovita, you always get the member progress widget on the right hand side. So I logged in and I saw become Rising Star was green. It was a check mark. Like I really had no idea that I made it. And that's actually very important to take note of, is that don't always think about getting to that next level. I mean, it's important to know that it's there, but it's really a matter of just working, building your team, just working on doing the system. And if you do if you work on building your team, if you do the system, you'll get to each level. So now I haven't received my hat yet. I'm actually in contact with the Velovita's support team to find out why it has not been mailed yet, but I will get it, and when I get it, I'll be wearing it. So that's how to get to Rising Star, and then after a Rising Star. So Rising Star is actually when you have remember how I was talking about the cycles. So when you have 5 cycles in any of your so sorry, actually they've actually changed it a little bit. So it used to be that in any one of your first 4 full weeks, you got 5 cycles. You'd each reach Rising Star, and so but now they've now opened that up to everybody, where if in any 4-week period you get 5 cycles, you get Rising Star, and that's what I was able to accomplish. So that's Rising Star, and then if you want to know about the other levels, so there's actually 5 levels. There's Rising Star, and then there's Star, All Star, Rock Star, Superstar, and then the highest one, which is the Star. And then each one of those have steps that you need to accomplish it, but it's really a matter of just kind of building your team and just having your team help build as well, right? So when you're building your team, and then your team is also building their own team, that's really what's really going to give you that boost. All right, so that's Velovita, that's Rising Star. So let's get it
Excellent.
in.
Congratulations again.
Yeah, congratulations, Joel. And to everybody that got Rising Star, that was awesome.
Cool.
So you got,
and then as well, when you reach the Rising Star, it means then you actually get a white hat that's a limited edition autographed Velovita hat. You also get preferred seating at all Velovita corporate events. You get a special meal for those who had actually achieved that star level at the next accelerated event, and then there's also special private training events at those 4 Rising Stars.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. You don't want to miss them either. So let's see how many people we can get there at those meetings.
Honestly. Yeah.
Because
Okay.
we
So
we need to have triple R 247 show well at those meetings. You know, Rory Rory is our leader here, and we want to make him proud of us too. And it makes a big difference in your commissions as well. So get your teams growing.
and when you're growing, and Acosta sees, oh man, this is really growing. He's gonna give more of what Rory asked. But
That's right.
if Roy asks for something, but then we don't grow, then the next time he won't be able to ask for it because we didn't grow, right? So when Roy asks, he says, and he asks for something, and he says, "This is what I got you. Take advantage, work it, grow more," and then Acosta will give us more privileges.
Absolutely.
I am going to
Good job, Joel.
thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen, and we're going to do a Zoom presentation on screen sharing in Zoom. So let me share my screen. Okay,
Can see it.
can you see it now? Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Show. Okay, so Zoom screen sharing, the Zoom, and this is presented by me. So first thing, I know you're all asking, how on earth do I start to do a screen share? There's a, and so everybody, if you actually look in the bottom of your Zoom, you'll see this bar I have here, and share screen is green, and it's if you don't know where it is, well, now you do. It's right in the middle of all of your options, right? And then so once you click on that, you then get another pop-up window. All right. So you're probably ask yourself, I see all these windows. What do they mean? What do I do? I have no clue which one to choose. So really, um, just a brief explanation. Um, when you have multiple apps opened up on your computer and you do a screen share, you have the option of only sharing that app or doing a share of your desktop, or in this case, your screen. Okay, so now I actually have two screens, and so that's why you see screen one and screen two. But really, your best option is to choose screen. That way, whatever you have open or anything new that you open on that screen, that's what the viewers will see. Okay. And then if you are sharing a video, you want to make sure that you click on this button on the side here, or the box on the side that says share sound. All right. And then once you've done that, then you want to click on the blue share button at the bottom of the screen. All right. Now, I'm sure for any of you who have actually done a screen share, you notice this annoying bar at the top. It's important to have it. It's important because that's how you stop doing a share. But I know anyone who's done a screen share, it's always getting in the way, or you have to move it, or you're not able to see something because it's blocking it. So there is actually a way to make it disappear. And unfortunately, it's more than saying hocus pocus. But what you got to do is pretty easy. You just got to click on this more button, and then you want to, so that more button there, and then this window here will pop up, and you want to click on hide
I'm
floating
sorry,
meeting.
Rebecca, I know it's so bad. Okay,
Francisco leaves for work at 3 and he wanted to.
yes,
Mute that out.
okay.
My question is, do I feel
Rebecca.
that?
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so sorry. So when you click on more, this window opens up, and then within here, there's a little option for hide floating meeting controls. And then it'll actually give you a message to say is essentially to bring it back, just hit the escape button. And so when you hit the escape button, this menu bar will open up again, and you can then do stop share. All right. Now, let's see what you've learned. So I remember last week Wendy was talking about sharing a video. Are you here, Wendy? And are you willing to share with us?
I am here and I think I know what went wrong. I'm on my laptop, which is transferred over to a bigger screen so I can see it. So I need to just play it on my laptop.
Okay. So if you can go ahead and do that. So I will stop my share.
Okay.
And remember the
Oh, I
instructions I
gotta
gave
find
you.
it. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Yep. I tried to message you earlier today, but not sure you had my message or not.
Yeah, no, my husband's been really, really sick. So
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I've been taking care of him. So trying to at least.
I think COVID's going around again here in Texas.
He got tested. He doesn't have that. I think he's got like a major sinus infection, or he's got mono, or I don't know. He's got something. He's just been sick forever. And he finally went to the doctor, but okay. So what I'm gonna do while that's loading up and switch this over. Come on. And my internet's been so slow and I don't understand why. I have good internet, but okay. Now I got it off that screen. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's playing. All right. Well, let's stop it real quick. Okay. Come back to here. All right, you ready? Here we go. Let's hopefully it works.
You need, yep. So click on the share screen at the bottom.
It says you have to disable.
Oh yeah, I need to enable you to allow you to do
Yeah.
that. Right. Here, advanced, and now you can do it. Go ahead.
There I am.
And make sure you click on that share
Uh-oh.
sound.
Yep. Nope, I forgot. I'm gonna stop share again. Sorry.
All right. Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's all good.
Share sound. Okay.
Yep. All right, and then let's watch this video.
Okay.
50 seconds, it's all good. Yep.
Yep. Okay, let's hopefully it'll work. Let's see. Make sure my volume is up. Okay. Nope. The volume's not. I don't even hear it.
Oh, it's muted. It's muted. If you hover your mouse over where it has the speaker, no, on the left, yeah, right there, you missed it, right there.
them
Yep.
to you shortly.
There you go.
Okay, we'll start. Okay, this is one of
Yep.
them. I got another one too. That's just really
Okay.
short. I don't want you to see
Yep.
that one. That one's stupid. But anyway, okay, let's start it over. This is just me playing around here.
Perfect.
Hello, everyone. My name is Wendy Johnston, and I would like to introduce you to my website. I'm going to be introducing you to some products that are awesome and unique, and you probably have never seen them before. So stay tuned, and I will have them to you shortly. That's it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Very good. Well, that's excellent. Good job. And you know what? Doing ones just quick ones like that just kind of gets used to being in front of the camera. Just got used to looking at yourself, looking at or listening to your own voice. And
Yeah.
it's really a matter of just doing those little quick ones. And once again, like I said before, just consistently doing that, consistently just doing a little longer next time, and then just
Yeah.
trying out some stuff, right?
Yeah,
So
I have
perfect.
another
Well,
one if
thank
you
you,
want to
Wendy. That was
see it.
excellent.
Let's see if
Sure,
I can find it
go
real
for
quick.
it. We have some time.
Uh, da, 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 da. Where is it? Okay, there's my fan. There's my daughter. Woo. This is so tiny, I can't see it.
Neither can we.
You can't see it?
No, not yet.
Okay, I haven't found it yet, so give me just a second. I really don't know where I put it. Anyway,
Okay, well, I think is it this week, the following week that we're gonna do some other video sharing? Is that what we said, Tom?
yeah, I'm gonna do some more and
And
for
I
next
know
for next
Regina,
time. Yeah,
and I know Regina wanted to as well, so I need to help her with
yeah.
that.
I
Very
gotta
good. Okay, so we can share. Perfect. Okay, very good. So does anybody have any questions about what we did today? Ask away.
I had a question. I was just wondering,
Go for it, Andrew.
would anybody in here be interested in going to a like a go viral challenge? I'm not sure if anybody in here knows who Master Shir Akarshana is. He was like in Shark Tank. He's this big real estate mogul, but he also helps with people spirituality. And in this challenge, it's going viral. Teaches people how to
Cool.
like monetize with their YouTube channel. It's at the end of the month, July 31st. It starts, and it's a 5-day challenge. Anybody be interested in that?
huh. A 5-day challenge, huh?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
have time.
Let's think about that. Actually, can you maybe send more information on the whole thing?
Yeah. Can I go ahead and just
The
drop the
team
link
chat?
right into the chat?
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, drop it in this chat. Hey, anybody else have any questions on doing videos or anything that we've talked about, anything in Velovita? So get going, like Joel was saying, keep your pipeline full because you want to earn enough points to have that cruise paid for so we can all go together. Cindy.
Yes, I have a question about the Rising Star. Is it a
Yep.
requirement, one associate on the right and one on the left?
I'll have to
No,
look that up.
I I don't think so. I don't think your your line they have to be associates because I mean I know one of mine is definitely not an associate. Um, I don't think you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't believe
that's
so. But
that's the next level I'm trying to get to. So I'm trying to figure it
Rising
out.
Star.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's the amount of cycles you're earning in order to get to the rising star. Like
Right. It's just
Joe was saying,
it's like
the 400 and the 200 is a cycle, and you want to keep recycling, getting 5 of those within 4 weeks, right?
yeah. So they don't have to be it's just matter just a cycle.
Okay.
Did that help you out, Cindy?
Yes, I thought
that's what I saw in the Velovita, back office, but that was probably something different. And the cycles matter, so I'm gonna have to go and look that up.
Yeah, everything
Thank
is
you.
in your back office there under the medias or
Mhm.
the marketing categories.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
mean, and
look
then
that
when
up.
you first get in there, all the actual current promotions are up there also. So
Okay,
everything is in your back office that pertains to any promotions.
okay, great, thank
Now,
you.
now, yeah, so I believe in as you move up the ranks, probably at not star, but the next level, that's where your downline you have to have associates in order to get that next level. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. So rising star, the cycles don't need to be associates, but I believe as you're going through the ranks, what's that next one?
Star
I
does.
believe
You have to have
star
one
it needs to be
associate on
associate.
the left, one on the right. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay,
Perfect. And the reason
okay,
why is because at that level, that's where you want your downline to be building as well, right?
yes, yes, definitely working on that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Debbie?
Hi. I'm a little fuzzy still on where you're going from introducing people from into PBS versus Velovita. Are they needing to be in PBS first, then into Velovita? I'm a little
That,
confused on that.
yeah, you're in PBS and that's the group you want to grow. All right. You understand that, right? That's number one.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So now you got the people in your PBS, they're under you, they have their website, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, after that, you will be doing a session 1 with them, correct?
Right.
And within that session 1, you'll be showing them, talking to them about Velovita, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And at that point is where you get them into Velovita.
Okay. So that's where
Are you,
you're.
are you
Go ahead.
sorry,
What? Go ahead, Joe.
sorry, Debbie, are you talking about um whether to get them into PBS or list, or are you talking about when you get them into Velovita?
When you get them into Velovita. I
Yeah.
know we're not
So
going with the list, but
Correct.
I'm just not crystal clear yet. Just clarification, I guess.
Yeah.
so Velovita is really that's session 2. Session 2 is where I believe is it session 2 or is it change session? I believe it's session 2 where you want to get them. That's where we talk about the anchor. You know what? I'm not sure now because we changed it.
I know.
I think
Tom,
it's at the
That's
it's at the very last part of session 1 still.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
I think you're right.
but go to rr247.com/instructor and follow that exactly, because that's the first page that Rory will always update. The emails are on rr247.com/the-flow.
Yes. Uh-huh.
But you want to follow that instructor page because that has everything you need on it. It has the scripts and everything.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
everybody who's doing remarketing, make sure that you get the new email, the new text and the new script because they have changed. They changed as of well, the newest ones have now been June the 14th for the voicemail script, or sorry, the VIP BRT script, and the SMS was June 7th.
7.
So just yeah, so
Yep.
just have a look and make sure that you have the newest ones, and those can be gotten if you go to the page Donna said the flow, and then within there's links to DMARC.
Does anybody else have any questions on how to get people started? Once you've got them in the PBS, so you're going to do the BRT, then you're going to send them to the Keystone video. Then you're going to get them to purchase their PBS template. And then you're going to make sure they've got a copy of the book to read. And you want them to complete that entire book before you do session 1. So it takes the text, I usually tell them it takes 3 to 4 days to set that up for them. That gives them time to read the book. If they think they're going to need more time than that, then make the appointment for the following week, right? So go ahead and set up an appointment and get connected with them on Skype or WhatsApp or whatever you choose to use. And so that way you're all set up and connected in that first phone call, right? Set up the appointment for session 1. Then go to the rr247.com/instructor page and read that. You can print off session 1. You can print off session 2. That way you won't have any questions as to where you're going from there.
Yeah, there's a
Wendy,
video on there too that you can watch that'll
Yeah.
help you.
Absolutely. Wendy, do you have a question?
Yeah, but I forgot it. What was it? Oh, Zoom. I can't afford a Zoom, my own Zoom. So the free one is like only 40 minutes that you get. So
Right.
can you do it on WhatsApp? Can you share screens on WhatsApp?
You can probably do it on
Yes.
WhatsApp, but I've been having problems. I don't know about anybody else. Just talking to like my students on WhatsApp, it's not clear.
What
I
do you
use Skype.
recommend?
I use
Skype?
Skype.
Okay.
I can answer that for you.
Okay.
WhatsApp, to do a share screen, you need a third party, like Zoom,
Oh,
all right?
okay.
Or
Mhm.
anything you have like that, or probably Skype. But so you need to send them that meeting link, and that's how you set up a share Zoom on WhatsApp.
But Skype is also free, right?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
share on
Okay.
Skype also for your
Okay.
one-on-one instructing, training with your students.
Okay. Yeah, because Zoom is it was outrageous when I looked to see how much it was.
But remember as well, Rory has a special deal with Zoom. It's $12 a month, I believe, isn't it, Donna?
I think so. Do you have the link handy? Let's
I do
see.
not.
It's
I'll
I
with
can-
Zoom. 'Cause I
I
have
can-
the Zoom on Lavara's thing.
Hortense, if you
Hey,
have
Twi-
the link to that handy, could you put it in the chat for me?
Okay, I'll get it and put it
Yeah,
in the
'cause I
chat.
can do $12. I can't do
Yeah, it's
400 or whatever.
$12, $12.99, I think it is.
Okay, great.
I'm really thinking we're getting that and I'm really growing my team now. So by not having that, I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot, right?
Yeah, because it would. Yeah.
Also, like Donna said, you can use Skype.
Okay.
Yeah. Skype
Okay.
is really smooth.
It's still available just because we're not using it right now. I mean,
Right.
you
Okay, thank
you
you.
can still use it individually.
Absolutely.
Wayne and
Hey,
then
Tom.
Connie.
Hey, Tom, this
Yep.
is Len.
Hi, Len.
Yes, Len.
I've been using WhatsApp. The only difference is to share a screen in WhatsApp, you have to request video, turn on your video, and then once you share a screen, you can turn off the video.
Oh,
But to share a screen with WhatsApp, you have to do a video call.
Mhm.
I gotcha.
Instead of the phone call, you do a video call. Then while you're there, you can shut off video and still.
Well, even if you just do a phone call,
Hmm.
while you're on the phone call, you can switch to video, and then the WhatsApp is going to send the other person a request to accept. Once they accept, you can share a screen because the little video icon on the bottom is going to change to a share screen icon.
Got it.
Ah, okay.
Wayne,
Thank
you had a
you.
question?
Thank you, Len.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I just have a simple question it always seems to become more complicated, but I just wanted to know, like, when I send out the emails, how do I tell if they've responded to them? Is it on that little bell? Should be looking for that. Where do I find them when they've responded?
To
If
the
you're using
emails,
the-
The text.
Yeah, if you're
Oh, the
using the
text.
CRM
the
and
text.
you're sending them, you
Right.
have your leads on the left-hand side, but the leads that you're using are underneath your PBS vortex, right?
Right.
And that PBS vortex, I found the best way is to put their name in the search to the right, and it'll bring up just their name instead of all the names that you've been
Okay.
attributing yourself to. Now, when you send it out and you want to know when they respond, then you go to your CMS in the same place underneath your PBS vortex. It's right underneath the leads.
Okay.
So you click on your SMS, and over on the left-hand side will be all your people. And then when you get there, just reload it, which is, you have to do a lot of times using CMS, CRM. I'll get it right. All
Something
these
like that.
acronyms,
Yeah, you think you're in the government, right?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, really.
Not IRS. Okay, CRM, yeah. And then if you look on the left-hand side, you'll see it say you on all those texts that you have sent out. And when they have responded, it'll say lead, L-E-A-D, and it'll have the information. So you click on their name and it'll bring it up on the right-hand side, the latest of what was either sent or received.
You can
Okay.
also, there's a drop down box up there that says not answered, answered, or I can't remember the other one.
Delivered, yeah,
But
not
if
delivered.
you hit answered, the ones that have answered will come up on your SMS.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's how I found a couple.
Has anybody been having a problem with a lot of not delivered?
Yes.
You have, Wendy?
Yes.
Yeah, I've had a few. I don't know why that happened, if it's their telephone number or the internet or whatever, but there's a couple, out of the 3 texts, there were 2 texts that weren't delivered, but first one
Could be a
was.
landline.
Well, the first
If
one
it's,
was delivered, but the other 2 weren't.
oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So I was just wondering
Connie.
if anybody else had that, because we're still having issues, guys, and you just want to be patient, but you also want to be observant too.
Yeah, make sure you
I've had
follow up.
some delivered and the next one not delivered. And then what I've learned is I've gotten, they basically blocked your number in between the first text and the second text. That's why the second
Oh.
one doesn't go through.
No, that's logical.
Yep.
Go ahead, Connie.
Just a quick thing about Zoom. Zoom does have only a 40-minute window, but it gives you a 10-minute heads up at the 30-minute mark. And if you jump off at the 30-minute mark and you can jump right back on without a hitch.
Nice. Because if you go the full
But
40,
if you go the
then-
full 40, it'll make you wait like 9 minutes.
yeah, exactly. I know, because I tried that.
But if you jump off at 30, when it gives you that 10-minute, it'll let you just jump right back in.
Nice.
And so
the
I
40.
don't have a lot of students right now, so that's been working for me. But when I do get more students, I will probably go up to the paid Zoom. But right now it seems to be working fine for the moment. Just an FYI, guys.
Yeah, good to know. Thanks. That helps a lot, Connie. Thanks. Appreciate it.
So you're using Zoom and you're getting that 10-minute warning. That's what you're talking
then,
about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And then jump off and then jump back on again. And then you have another 30
What do you
minutes.
mean? Log out, log back in?
Yeah,
Exactly.
you just close the Zoom room down and then you log back into it right away and you can get back in. But if you wait after the 10 minutes, if you wait like another several minutes to get back in, they'll make you wait 9 minutes to get back into the Zoom room.
Oh, but you're still getting right back in, but it's still considered a new session. So you get another 40 minutes with it, right?
Basically, you get another 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
If you shut down at the 10-minute mark and come back on, you can get off and get back in right away and not have to wait the 9 minutes.
so it's a workaround.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a workaround.
Thank you. Thanks. No, that helps. That helps for sure.
Or you
It
can
takes a
always
whole
tell the
team to
people.
figure this out.
It does,
Yeah.
seriously.
All
That's
this
why it's good to
The
technology.
talk.
Zoom, I put the Zoom link in all the chats, so anybody wanna take a look at it, they can.
Got that.
That's the
Thank you.
corporate account. So in case anybody wants it. Thank you, Horton.
So I'm recording, but we can go to chat, and that's Rory's Zoom account. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
It's his. No, it's not a Zoom account. It actually gives us his.
It's
rate.
working live. RR247 working live .us. But
Okay, you
the
wrote that
link
in
is
there
in.
because I can't do it right now since I'm
It
recording.
gives you a discount compared to, since we're such a
Yeah,
large group.
It's in this chat, and it's also in the WhatsApp chat.
Okay, so that's to invest in that corporate link, right?
Yeah. And
Not
Right.
yeah,
not for free.
It's
It's
not
Oh, it's
free.
$12.99 a month. I've been using it way before now because that got on my nerve, the cutting off. So I just bought that one, and I used and it's better anyway.
Okay. It's always alternatives, right? But again, Skype
Right.
doesn't have any limitations. So if you're only doing it sporadically, you know, you can use Skype. If there's a problem on WhatsApp, you know, you can still go back and forth.
so it's
You have
$12.99
to
a
play
month.
with it, right?
Yeah, it's $12.99 a month or $155.88 a year. No savings are going to the year. It's the exact same price. So just do it monthly. You're not saving anything by doing annual, other than it not coming out of your account every month.
Right. It's writable off your income tax.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen, partners of PBS? Anything that's on your mind? Anything with a CRM? Okay, got that right. And the V marketing.
Make sure that you check the CRM and check your subscription. Make sure that it went through. If you're having any troubles with that, please contact me so that we can get that fixed out before you get all screwed up.
Yeah, and speaking of that, when we were talking before about your starting, what Donna was going through, doing the BRT, getting them to join, make sure at that point, before they even get their website, that they give you the email they're going to be using for the business all the time. Now, when they
Good.
do join the PBS, it's going to be under their original email too. So that creates conflicts sometimes, but try to get them as soon as possible. Tell them you don't want the new email. You don't want their personal email to be mixed up with the business email. So if they get a special Gmail just for the business account, then it'll keep it separate. And then from that day forward, they just use that new business email. A lot of times I just tell them, well, mine's .biz. So if you want, you can put your first name, last name, .biz, and you'll know it's for the business, you know, but they can use anything they want, but you know, they want to be professional with the email.
That's a good point. Make sure that they do that before they sign up for their PBS, if they don't already have a Gmail to use for their business, because it's really important. Matt uses the emails to match transactions. So if they use a different email, he won't ever find the transaction. So if the PBS is lost or something, that's why usually. So they
Yeah.
used a different email.
We've been
And
having
make
some
sure that you
conflict.
make sure you document that on their cards so that he can see it.
Yeah, because it seems with the new CRM, that seems to be a situation we've been having where their cards can't be found. In addition, you want to make sure the +1 is in front of everybody's telephone number. And that creates an issue too, because if you just have their telephone number, and somehow it's been happening where they can end up having two cards, one with the
Yeah.
telephone number and one with a +1 in front of the telephone number. And it's kind of hard to find them too and coordinate. But I guess if that happens, right, take the information from the regular telephone number, put it into their card that has the +1, if you're able, if you have to do it that way, and then just delete their second card. And you know
Yeah,
how to
make
del-
sure that
Go
make
ahead.
sure that +1 is in there. Also, for the email, if you've got two different emails for them, you hit the you go to their customer card and hit contact and fill out a new contact card for them. That way, both of those emails will be listed under them attached to that one card instead of creating a whole new set of cards.
So the plus
Does that make-
contact
does
is
that make
just
sense?
for the new email or extra email.
Right, right. Or
But then
phone
you want to
number.
make note of which one is the one really that you want to always be contacted at for administration purposes.
Use the send it to both.
There you go.
Hey, Kevin, you have a question, Kevin?
Kevin's got a question.
Yeah, when I went into the CRM, to assign leads, the other day, I think I signed 3 because I'm just starting,
Awesome.
good.
small. Yeah. And I went to the bulk action and I guess I went and did last contact first, but then something happened, it disappeared,
Mhm.
and maybe I should have assigned them first. But
You know that,
I don't.
yeah. That's happened to
I-
me too. And that's why I
Yes.
couldn't understand when I was watching like
Mhm.
Melissa and Dina do theirs. I'm saying, now wait a minute. When I put the last contact in, it would disappear, then it would update itself. Then I'd have to go back to that same person or that same group and assign myself to it. So what I've been doing is assigning myself first and then putting the, the
Contact.
last date created
Uh-huh. Okay.
second, just in case it disappears again and uploads itself, because it'll refresh itself at that point.
Okay. So what
But
happened to
obviously, I guess it's not doing it all the time, Kevin.
Yeah. I don't know,
I-
but I don't know what happened to them. I guess they go back into the pool, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
make sure, don't hit the save button until you get both of those items in there.
Yeah. Okay.
But make sure that you do the last contact. That's really important too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
See, the
good,
nice
perfect.
thing about that is you do your last contact first, then you can assign yourself, and then it'll refresh itself. But sometimes we're on page 12 or 13 or 40, whatever. And instead of going now back to that page to figure out who you're working with, go to your PBS Vortex, and in the leads, it'll be right there on top. It'll say,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and that way, all of your own contacts will be there, and you don't have to go through the hundreds of thousands of them to find yours. Because sometimes I was having trouble with my page going, I had to go one page at a time, but I actually I asked Rory for assistance, and there was a couple things wrong. I just checked today and it's working. So instead of having to worry about going to like page 20 and to find your names to make sure it's there, as soon as you put your assigned name to it, that is what brings up your picture. And then when you do the time, that brings up the date and time, and that is what solidifies it to you. And then you just find it underneath your PBS Vortex under leads, will come right up.
Yeah. Okay.
That
Hey,
didn't
another
work for me today. That happened to me today.
Oh, okay.
And I went through the whole vortex list looking for my student.
Mhm.
And I had to really go back to the other one and redo it all over again.
Did you
I
go to
found them in
PBS
there. Yeah, I went,
leads?
yeah, I went back to the PBS leads and started over again to find them. And that's where they were. They hadn't transferred over.
Now, did you hit the down arrow too, just to, because you can
Yeah,
hit,
I
you
did.
know how to do all that.
Yeah, I did.
Strange.
It just wouldn't come back. No other way than me going back to the PBS and finding them all over again.
Yeah. Well,
Because
that's good.
I had them, yeah, but
It's
I
good
had
to
them
write
checked
down.
and
I write
everything.
everything down in my book.
I
the
usually,
name
I usually write down the first name and the last name.
and the page.
And,
Yeah.
well, the 5 names I picked.
Yeah.
The first one and the last one I write down, and then I can easily find them.
Right.
But
Always hit refresh before you start checking them off,
I did that
because it
too.
seems like you have to do that a lot lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure do.
And so that's why it's good to back up your information like that on a pad that you have. And that way, if you somehow forget, can't find it, then you go to your page and at least it'll give you a starting point.
Yeah.
And that's the way I do it too. That's what I did today. I put first name, the number, and then I put the last name in there. The last number in their name. Yeah.
Hey,
So
another
whatever
thing
makes
that
it easier for you guys. Yeah, Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to make a call. It's one lady I was, calling on my leads, and well, at first I couldn't hear anything, and it looked like they answered, but I don't know. I guess there's still some issues they're trying to work on. But then I looked like they tried to call back, but I didn't see any indication. And then also I went to try to call them again, and it got that cowbell. I thought, well, and it didn't say anything that they, didn't want to stop or anything. So I actually went back. I have I do the voice and called, and it went through, and I just left them a voice message. So I thought apparently there's still some issues they got to work with on that telephone system.
Yeah, well, still getting used to that. And I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
talking with somebody, and they answered, I guess it was, and because everybody was getting these cowbells, it sounds great, but what the heck does it
Yeah.
mean? So I'm
Yeah.
talking, and they said, I guess, not interested or something, and they hung up after a few seconds, right? And then the cowbells came on. I'm saying, well, obviously, like I was also told previously this past week, that the cowbells means you're disconnected. So if you're calling and you get cowbells, even though the timer is still going and everything, I guess we're just disconnected and you just hang up.
Tom,
Yes, ma'am.
I've been getting a lot of cowbells, and I go back in and call them with my cell phone, and it goes through with no trouble at all. I don't know what the difference is.
Seriously. I don't
Well,
know.
just think about how many people are using this thing, guys. So there's, they probably haven't worked all the kinks out yet for that volume of calls coming in and out.
But then again, that's why you're using the 3 text and the email too. I mean, all of those are the tools to use. So if you can't get them through one means, then they are being connected through the others, the texting and the email. But that cowbell throws me all the time.
But that's great, Desiree, because that way you're following up with them right away.
That's
Yeah,
a good
'cause
point.
I had somebody that I called back and it worked, and then they called me back, and then I called them and I got the cowbell again. So I went back in with my cell phone and it went through no problem.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because if nobody follows up on that, it makes them think that it's a fraudulent situation. So do follow up with them, guys, even if you have to use your own phone.
Okay, folks, I'm going to stop the recording and, but don't go anywhere. I want to ask you a question after I stop it. Okay? Any other questions before I do that you want to have recorded? Okay. Let me find that, and thank you all for coming. Appreciate it. Hope you learned a lot.